Maggie here, and it's time to talk about our shoulders. It's really normal to carry a lot of tension around the shoulder area, literally carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, but it's time to let some of that go. So you need a wall nearby, and we're going to start our practice by approaching this wall and placing our hands. I have this lovely window and curtain, but we're going to place our hands gently, just sort of shoulder height in front of us, and then begin to walk our way down. And you might want to lower the hands a little bit. What we're looking for is the chest to be dropping down toward the floor so that we feel a nice stretch just under the armpit area. And then I'll invite you to close your eyes, allowing yourself to give weight into the posture. Allowing yourself to become more aware of your breath. Where is it right now? What's the quality of the breath right now? Is it shallow? Is it deep? Is it quick? Just noticing, then gently allowing it to slow and deepen. As we feel the breath start in the abdomen, travel up through the chest, through the nose, and then out through the nose, the chest, and the stomach relaxing. Letting the head hang heavy here, giving more weight into the arms as the chest drops toward the floor. As we hold and breathe here, just noticing what sensations are arising. It might be in the shoulders, it might be in the back of the legs. Might be in one side more than the other. Just noticing, making any adjustments. It should feel like a stretch, but it shouldn't feel uncomfortable. You shouldn't be secretly hoping I'm going to stop talking and get you out of this posture soon. Make any adjustments. So the breath can feel full. You can feel nice and connected with your body right now. Take 3 more deep breaths here. Well, that was 3 of my deep breaths. So slowly begin to walk those feet back. Relax the arms as you walk. And then gently let them settle. Good. Walk back onto your mat. We're going to gently lift the left arm up and rise it. Good. Have a look over at your left arm and see where it is. Now, if you found as you've done that your stomach is pushed forward and your hips have pushed forward, make sure to anchor them down, tuck the stomach in, and lift up. Now, a variety of range of motion can be happening. Some people are going to have their arms in front, back, back, back. Wherever it is, that's just your starting point. For now, bend the elbow, let the hand come down to the shoulder, other arm comes up, supports the elbow, encourages it back a little bit more. As you do this, if you feel yourself tipping forward, stomach coming up and in, toes rising, nice active legs, we can still have a nice active lower half of the body while we're stretching our arms. And then go ahead, release. Exhale, lowering down, and change. Rise up to the right arm. First, notice where that right arm is in its range of motion, whether it's in front of your vision, whether it's behind. Make sure those hips are tucked under, stomach in, toes risen, nice and anchored through the lower half. Then bend the elbow, pat yourself on the back, well done, doing yoga today. And then encourage the elbow a little bit further back with the other hand. You're not really pulling, it's just there as a guide. And take a nice deep breath here. Good, release. And change, one more time, rise up to the left arm, pat yourself on the back. Right hand comes to the elbow for support. Tuck that stomach up and in. Take a deep breath. Exhale, release. And back to the right side. Rise the right arm up. Pat yourself on the back. Set the lower body, toes raised, stomach in. Left hand there to help your elbow. Take a breath. And then exhale, release. Good. Take a big step back. We're going to come into our warrior one hips, so facing more toward the front of the mat. Then I want you to rise up through your arms. Nice strong warrior one arms. Now once you're here, let's once more set the lower body, weighting the back of that back foot a little bit more. Nice straighten through the back leg. And then notice where your arms are. Take a little check, right and left. If they're more in front of you, if they're by their ears, if you're behind your ears, just getting to know your range of motion a little bit more. Most people can improve their range of motion a little bit through some stretching. So if you feel the stretch mostly in the armpit front area of the arm, then you probably have some more stretching to do. If you're feeling any pinching or uncomfortableness in the back of the shoulder, then maybe ease out of this. It could just be the way your shoulder is formed, just a normal part of our variations of our joints that mean that things are a little bit different. Good, relax those arms down, change sides. Settle in, warrior one, other side, nice strong arms. This time I'm going to get you to do a little variation. So you're going to place the left hand on the right shoulder. So you're creating a little spacer in between your neck and your shoulder. So the top of the shoulder is shrugging down, the gentle pressure from the hand. But the side of the arm, especially this pinky finger side, is reaching up. So you should really feel a nice stretch through the side of the shoulder, up through the tricep, into the forearm and the pinky finger. Good, take a breath here. And then release and change. Rise up to that left arm. You can even shrug the shoulder all the way up to the ear to see what that feels like. And then find that spacer in between. Top of the shoulder shrugs down, reaching up through the pinky finger and breathing here. Good, nice active shoulder. And then releasing down. Switch back to your other side for warrior one. Legs. Then set the arms rising up. Good, breathing here. Now without placing the hand on the shoulder, shrug the top of the shoulders down, reaching up through the sides, and even one more level, head those thumbs behind you. Good, the most active warrior one arms ever. Inhale, exhale, release, and change. One more time, settle the legs, settle the arms, top of the shoulders shrug down, side of the shoulders rising to the pinky finger, thumbs headed behind you. Breathing in and exhale, lowering down. Turn the toes, walk the feet back in. Time for our downward facing dog. Feet under hips, shoulders back and down. Inhale, rising up. And exhale, lowering down. Bend the knees, place the palms to the mat. Walk those feet out, downward facing dog. First down dog of the day, feel free to walk the dog, moving the heels up and down. Then for a nice still downward facing dog, inhale. Exhale, lower the knees, sink back, child's pose. Even take the arms by your side. And then inhale, rising up. So I'll encourage you to watch this next part of the video and then re-enter your downward facing dog, because really the shape of your down dog has a lot to do with the mobility of your shoulders. So if you're the type of person that can see their arm in front of their vision, then it means you might have a little bit of shoulder tension. So when you come into downward facing dog, you're going to get a little bump in the triangle. So that place from the wrist all the way up to the hip just means because the shoulders aren't ready to open, you have this little bump around the shoulder, which is okay. Just press into the hands a little bit more. Try to lengthen up through the shoulder. And imagine that the armpits are headed toward the heels. So you're pushing into the hands, opening up to the shoulder. And you can work on this a little bit more in your child's pose. Feeling that lengthening from the wrist, keeping the forearm raised off the mat and pushing down the chest toward the legs, opening up through this armpit area of the shoulder. Now, some people have the opposite problem, where they have really mobile shoulders and they need to build up a little more strength. So if you're this type of person that is like way out here, and when you come into downward facing dog, your chest is really close to the mat. You have that sort of bowed out shoulder. Want you to press into the palms and lift that chest up a little bit more. And then lower down. If you're still not sure what sort of down dog you have, just have somebody in your house come and take a quick picture of you and you'll be able to know. But what we're hoping for is a nice sturdy triangle. So spread the fingers wide, tuck the toes under, rise up, downward facing dog. And we can do this by pressing into the hands, raising the hips up toward the sky, and then lowering the heels. And if you're a person that has that sort of bump in the shoulder, encourage the chest a little bit closer down toward the heels. If you're a person that is way down here, lift that chest up a little bit. Your ears should be in between your shoulders. And then lower the knees. Take the arms by your side. Take a little rest in child's pose. Let the shoulders melt down toward the mat. Center in with your breath. And then move the hands out in front of you. So the fingertips are on the mat. This is a nice way to open up through the shoulders as well. Take a few breaths here, noticing the difference in sensation from just a relaxed child's pose, forearms on the ground, to then lifted through the fingertips, lifted through the shoulders. You can even shrug them up and down here. Inhale, rise up, spread the fingers wide. One more downward facing dog. Once more, just becoming more aware of where you are in relation to your arms, and where you feel the stretch the most in downward facing dog. Take a breath here, inhale. Exhale, lower the knees, sink back, child's pose. Take that nice active child's pose first. Fingertips to the mat, lifting up through the forearms, nice stretch through the armpit. Then let the forearms relax, let the head relax. Now take the arms down by your side, let the whole arms and the shoulders relax. And then slowly rising up. Good, take a seat on your mat. Stretch out those legs in front of you. Inhale, you're going to rise the arms up. And exhale, gentle fold. Take a breath. Inhale, rise the arms up. Exhale, plant the arms by your side. You can open up through the chest, gazing up toward the ceiling, phase one. Or you can spread the fingers wide, pressing into the hands and into the heels. Rise up through the hips, upward facing plank. Inhale. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, take a fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lowering down. Choose phase one, choose phase two, whatever you want to choose. Inhale. And exhale, lowering down. One more time. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, lowering down. And then inhale, rising up. Exhale, lower onto your forearms this time as we come into our fish pose, opening up through the chest, send it up toward the ceiling. Gazing up toward the ceiling, or let the chin tip back to look behind you if that feels comfortable with your neck. Toes perked up towards you, engaging the lower body and the upper body here. Inhale. Exhale, chin to chest, lower your way down to the mat. Hug the knees in, take a little rock from side to side. Then from a still position, inhale, rise head and shoulders up. Exhale, expanding out, reaching out, opening up. Reaching out from the fingertips down to the toes. Now we're going to stay here. We're going to walk the feet to the left, and then we're going to walk the hands to the left. So we make a giant crescent shape with our bodies. The hips should still be on the mat. So if you sort of rolled over, roll back so your hips are on the mat, you're just literally walking the feet and the hands over to one side. What I like to call little croissants on the pan. Now some people, especially people who are tight through the shoulder, those people that can sort of see their arm when you rise it up, this might be quite uncomfortable. The elbows could be bent and the arms could be suspended above the ground. You always have the option to get a pillow and just place it under your arms to just give you a little bit of support here. It's not a problem. It just helps you find that space and that stretch without overstraining yourself. And then walking the feet back to the center, you're going to do the same to the other side. So walk the feet to the right, and then the arms to the right. Find that nice crescent shape. Also on the pan on the other side. And one side might be different than the other. Really reaching out through the hands, through the feet. Feel the expansion of one side of the body and the compression of the other side of the body. Then walking back through the center. Good. Hug the knees in toward the chest. Take a little rock from side to side. From a still position, inhale, rise head and shoulders up. Exhale, expanding out, reaching out, opening up from the fingertips down to the toes. Inhale. Exhale, go ahead, walk those feet over to the left. Walk the hands over to the left, revisiting that crescent shape. And we're going to hold here for just a little while. So if you want to go ahead and grab that pillow and help support your arms a little bit, you want to make yourself comfortable. Just like at the stretch at the beginning, you should feel some sense of opening through the shoulder and through the chest, but it shouldn't feel like absolute agony. It should just be a stretch. A place where you can find that nice deep breath as you close your eyes. Allow the body to settle a little bit. Just doing a little mental scan through the body. Starting at the crown of the head, radiating out to the fingertips and down through the arms. Check in how they're feeling now. Is there anything you need to adjust to be more comfortable? Scanning down through the chest, through the hips, through the legs, down to the feet. How is the body feeling now? Allowing the natural rise and fall of the breath to bring a gentle sense of motion into this otherwise still posture. The inhale, bring a sense of rising and expansion through the stretch. And the exhale, release and ease, settling. Taking one more breath here. Then walking the hands, walking the feet back through the center, around to the other side. Settling in, take a nice big breath, and then exhale. Doing another mental scan in your own time to see how you feel in this side of the posture. Then I'll go quiet and let you take a few deep breaths. Then taking one more breath. Walk the feet, walk the hands back through the center. Hug the knees in toward the chest. Take a little rock from side to side. From a still position, inhale, rise head and shoulders up. Exhale, expanding out, reaching out, open up. Reaching out from the fingertips, down to the toes. I'm going to give you two options. We can have our standard Shavasana as you bring the arms down by your sides, or you can allow the soles of the feet to come together, knees falling gently out to the side, and you can have the arms raised over your head. Arms can be straight, arms can be bent, whatever feels good for your shoulders right now. And then we'll just settle with a few deep breaths here. Slowly bring the awareness back into your body as you wiggle your fingers and toes. Lowering the arms if they're still raised above your head. Helping the knees come together. Bring the knees in towards your chest. Taking a little rock from side to side and then rolling onto your side. Using the hands to help you push back up into the seated position. Namaste, honor the light in you that's also in me. When you're in that space and I'm in that space, we are together. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day with nice, loose, relaxed, and open shoulders. Bye for now.